Well, we got some good news today. Our license for the side-by-side for South Dakota, they cashed a check. That means all the paperwork was in order, and I will have a license plate to drive the side-by-side in Sturgis for 15 days. So that's going with us. The next thing is we're going to take a ride to the Seney National Wildlife Refuge. It's a little cloudy off and on, so we'll take a ride up there and see how that works out for me. See if the visitor center is open. So let's take a ride and see what goes on up there. I also got some more good news. Got my chip for my Garmin, so it's going to have all updated trails for out there. So I'll have my Zumo hooked up in the side-by-side, and we should have a little more information than the last time I went out there on what's going on. On South Dakota, you can ride your side-by-side on anything but the interstate, as long as you have the right permit. You still have to get a trail sticker for it while you're out there to go off-roading, but the plate lets you run all the roads, which is neat when you can get on the road and get back to a town to start a different road. That'd be nice if Michigan would do something like that for us. Okay, this is the entrance to the Seney National Wildlife Refuge. We'll go back here and see what's going on if the visitor center is open. Speed limit's 20. Okay, we're back here. The Seney Wildlife Refuge. I do believe the visitor center is probably closed. This is where we do extreme black fly breeding. Like I said, they're working on a new hybrid of black flies with the no-see-em mosquitoes to see if we can get them to survive a little longer into the winter. So let's take a walk up to the visitor center. Probably closed right now. Oh yeah, it's closed. So we'll go up and see what the board says. Yeah, it's closed due to COVID, so we wouldn't want the birds to catch anything. So if anybody gets a chance, come up here. Probably having a hard time getting the mask on the geese. And this is the Seney National Wildlife Refuge. That's a nature trail, is that way. They have some animals back in there down that nature trail. So they keep like the bear. I think they may have a mountain lion, cougar or something down in there that they feed. So if you feel like it, come up, take a walk down the trail and help feed our animals. I'm gonna work my way out of here. I see security starting to come this way. Probably know I'm back here looking for the black fly breeding. There's some people that went on the nature trail and they never came back. Usually they don't like the cars sit around that long here. There's a little breeze up here today, so the black flies are not that bad. You know, in the back ponds is where they do the serious breeding of the black flies. So, yeah. patrolling before when there's more people around. They got some interesting stuff in there, but that was before COVID. So they're probably trying to design a mask for the birds so they won't catch a disease from us. So let's see if we can get out of here before we get caught. I would go back into that area there, but the gate is locked and I'm not going in there. Okay, we're back at the Seney Wildlife Refuge. I've done some filming on the phone. I was going to try to go back where they were breeding the black flies, but it's not worth it today. Security's out. So let's see if we can get out of here before we get missing in action. Oh, they do have this gate open. Man, back in that area is where the serious black fly breeding goes on. They have trained experts back there trying to come up with a hybrid to survive more into the winter for us. It's actually pretty back here when it's not summertime. Black flies are out. Visitor center closed due to COVID. Probably design a mask for the geese to wear. So I don't know if they know the mask mandate is kind of like over with for now. Looks like Joe called that off yesterday, but I don't know about on federal property. This is federal property here. I don't know if we'll be able to use this footage that I'm taking back here. Speed limit's 20. Like say if you hit a squirrel or break a leg on an animal back here, I wouldn't want to do that. They're going to call the Coast Guard in to airlift it to the nearest animal hospital. You're probably looking at a $20,000-$30,000 bill there for the airlift of that. Helicopter's got to come all the way from Petoskey, I believe, and not worth it. Security cameras there. It must be about 2 miles back in here off the highway, off of M77, if nobody's ever been back here. I would not go down the nature trails. That's kind of like a little setup there to feed the animals. Yeah, I think the auto dry's open today. I wouldn't go back in there either. Seney National Wildlife Refuge, home of the black flies and the geese and some other animals that they're testing out there. So everybody gets a chance, come up and feed the animals.